Shalom, 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 shalom to the sheep that's being diligent and occupied into hearing these lessons. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor to the one true power that always makes it possible. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Double honors to the elder apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well through the Spirit. And a mighty shalom to the hopeful elect in the same Spirit, Lord willing as a whole, that you all continue in sound doctrine. Can you hear now? Wait, actually, you might not be able to see me for a second. So let's see. Y'all can't hear. This happens every time. Every time. Y'all can't hear. This happens every time. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let's get it in. So again, I want to say all praises, glory, and honor to the one true power. I don't know if they heard me in the beginning. All praise to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Double honors to the elder apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, teach well through the Spirit. A mighty shalom to the hopeful elect scattered four corners of the earth, teaching His word and believing in His word. Lord willing, that you continue in sound doctrine. Shalom to the Aquaf, the sister of His faith and His truth. Lord willing, that you continue to pursue your life, which is being a loving and sound and virtuous wife. And Lord willing, this edifying lesson through the power and the spirit of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. This lesson is inspired while I was handling business as soon as I got out of the gym, having a beautiful conversation with, the beloved brothers, Bashar and Asher, and some beautiful points came out. Bashar was talking. He was definitely in his bag. And through the spirit, it motivated me to do a lesson because I'm going to just say, I'm not going to say the whole thing because that was a conversation for that moment between us three. But the brother Bashar was, the way he was speaking, he's so eager to do more for the sheep. He's so eager. I want to do more lessons. I want to do more. He was so eager. And just the conversation, I'm like, dang, that's a lesson. And if you don't get to it, I'm gonna get to it. And that's fire when you talking to brothers and brothers have a whole long 45-minute conversation about Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. And literally, like, man, I want to do another lesson. Man, I don't feel like even if I'm doing this amount of lessons, I feel like I need to do more. That is inspiring because even if I am doing this work and I'm doing my lot, I still sit back and be like, it's not enough. Everything that Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi did for us, it's never enough that you did. That's the mindset that you should have. This man said, come on, man. Yo, you guys to go. You on timeout, bro. That's just crazy. So I'm gonna read these points that I have in these notes right here. But I'm gonna bring out some precepts. So the prophets are eager to feed Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi sheep. The true prophets of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi are not in this truth for fame, for money, for recognition. Their spirit is driven by urgency and love for the flock, right? You got to ask yourself, do you truly love the flock? Are you willing to go the distance? Now, some of us don't have to measure our distance for another man to get approval. Now, yes, for congregation-wise, if, the head is saying, yo, brothers is not performing or doing enough for the sheep, now that's different. Then you got to count, okay, brother, yo, you doing 2 videos this week, but just being literal, their spirit is driven by urgency and love for the flock. So you got to ask yourself when you're teaching this, do you have that driven by urgency and love for the flock? Are you driven by feeding the sheep? because they understand that Israel is spiritually starving in a dying world. The prophets are eager to feed the sheep because the sheep belong to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, not to themselves. You are how when a man get a wife, she's a possession. We are a possession of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, regardless if you're a two-third or the elect. Truly the elect, you belong to the Lord because you're the elect, the best of his kind, the best of his class. This is St. John chapter 21, verse 15 to 17. The command given to feed the sheep. And this is really direct to all apostles, prophets, and evangelists. If we was to be technical, I would say yes, but I am a Hebrew Israelite. Who you steal that coat off, bro? Give it back. A lot of y'all really waste your time. This is St. John 21, verse 15. So when they had dined, Yahawashi saith to Simon Peter, Peter, son of Jonas, lovest thou me more than these? And he saith unto me, Yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He saith unto him, Feed my lambs. And he saith to him again the second time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? And he saith unto him, Yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He saith unto him, Feed my sheep. And he saith unto him the third time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? Peter was grieved because he said unto him the third time, Lovest thou me? And he said unto him, Lord, thou knowest all things. Thou knowest that I love thee. Yahawashi saith unto him, Feed my sheep. The last sincere message that Yahawashi was given to Peter, right? The rock of the church. Feed my sheep. Okay? So when Yahawashi rose from the dead, one of the most important instructions he gave was feed my sheep. And when you wake up, you know, of course we got to pray, think about the Lord, evaluate what your day going to be. But now, when all that is done or you don't got nothing to do, if you have the ability, the talent, go feed the Lord's sheep. Yahawashi repeated this command 3 times to Peter, showing that caring for the flock is a serious responsibility. Okay? It's a serious responsibility. But because we just said that, I gotta look up spiritual meaning for the number 3. So 3 represents divine wholeness, completeness, and perfection. So him telling him in 3 times is completeness, perfection, wholeness, which truly as a man or even as a woman, you can't say that you was not told, because you was told once, you was told twice. And the 3rd time, you can't even deny we told you. No, I do not believe in the Trinity, and of course the Bible don't believe in the Trinity. The prophets today carry the same mission. Teach the truth, warn Israel, build faith, prepare the elect. They understand lives depend on this spiritual food. Going back to the lesson I did the other day, if you watched it, hey, all praise to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. If you didn't, hey, better luck next time. You got to get the physical food, but of course, go get your spiritual honey. Get your spiritual honey, but even get your physical honey, you know, for the body. Israel is spiritually hungry. I'm going to just quote it. When you look at Amos 8:11, behold, the days come that I will send a famine of hearing the word of Yahawah. So the world has food, entertainment, distractions, but lack truth. Because of this famine, the prophets labor eagerly while the word is still available. That means soon it's not going to be available. They know a time is coming when teaching freely will no longer be possible. Bro, this is why you're moving the way you move. Why is that fire on Apostle Tahar, Apostle Gabar, and Amawan Gabar, or Elder Yashawamba, or Yaramayan, Asher? Or why is that fire on you? Because the spirit that's within you knows that we don't have that long to teach this to the sheep. So as regardless, you're going to be a student, shut up and receive it, and be like, dang, wait, that's what it is? And then go reread these same precepts even for yourself. When brothers do lessons, it's not meant for random people just to just write random things on the comment section and not even know what the lesson is going into. How is people asking, are you a Christian? Asking about the cult. What is your belief? Or you mean belief? Do you believe in the Trinity? Are you okay what Israel is doing with the genocide? You asking me questions that don't pertain to what we bringing out. Excuse my language. I don't give three pickles, sweet, sour, or hot. I don't give a fuck what Israel got going on. But prophecy-wise, they about to get the greatest ass whooping. So let them keep doing what they doing. Let Babylon keep doing what they doing. America, right? They're hands in hands with the small hat, because right now we're moving into the end game. Famine the word, MOTB, World War III. It's no other way we going. Okay? It's no other way we going. So you talking about genocide? Go read Zephaniah chapter 1, verse 6 to 9. It's going to be a huge sacrifice when the Son of Man returns. So you talking about a genocide? If it did happen, the Lord created spirits for vengeance. So they had to go. They had to get up out of here. I didn't call them to go, but they had to get up out of here. The Lord created spirits for vengeance. Fire, famine, death, plagues. They come in all different flavors. Who want to be next? Okay? I'm not the one that's doing it, but who want to be next? So, let me see. So, a watchman cannot stay silent. A watchman has to run his mouth. This is Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 17, the classic that we always go to. It says, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. He didn't make himself a watchman. The Lord did. Now that we know Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is making us this position, we have to take our role even more serious. Why are you a prophet? Why are you an apostle? Why are you a bishop? Why are you teaching all the time on the YouTube? Your response to anybody asking this question is because I have a duty. I must be about my Father's business. Luke 2:49. If Yahawashi said it at 12, I don't care if you 13, 18, 19, 21, 35, 40. If you out here prophesying on the highways and byways or sit down, it is your duty to be about your Father's business. Okay? This is why we eager. And it's another thing. For brothers that's eager to teach, we have to give more respect to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. It's not us. We eager is because the spirit that's in you is on fire. Even the spirit within you, the more you grow in Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, that spirit knows what pleases the Lord. These lessons is it. Applying it in your life is it. Mortifying, changing, sacrificing. The spirit likes this, and it's like, you know what? This is what Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi gonna like. When you make the mistakes, it be your flesh. So the more the men of the Lord teach, it helps them to stay out of shit. The more they teaching, they occupied in reading and meditating, it helps them be smoother in a household. Arguing over bullshit, going back and forth, right? Stressing, kids yelling. Well, oh, babe, let's spend time, do this. The man got so much. And they, oh, wait, y'all brothers always talking about y'all got a lot. Let's sit down and really look at it spiritually, mentally, physically, and financially. Technically, as a man of the Lord, you have a lot on your plate. And you still got the time to be eager for Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. That's not you. That's not me. That's not him, sis. That's Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi moving this man. So now you got to think. The man that you dealing with, the level he moving, you not just dealing with any just mere old man. You dealing with a man of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. It comes with risk. It comes with dedication. All you got to see is watch the performance. And make sure while you watching the performance, it's not for your entertainment. It's not for your joy. It's supposed to get you edified, teared, scared, and ready for the coming of Hamashiach Yahawashi. Okay? So a watchman who sees danger must warn the people. Ezekiel the 33rd chapter. If I see the sword come and I don't warn you, your blood is on my hands. I fucked up. Okay? This is why the men of the Lord is watching. So the prophets go out week after week, day after day. Okay? Teach constantly, upload lessons, and correct and exhort. Now, from what I'm just speaking on, I'm not boasting on the men. I'm boasting on the spirit that these men is moving in. GMS mainly are the ones that go out week after week and day after day. Yes, other congregation going week after week. But GMS before camp, after camp, late at night, the same day at camp, brothers is doing videos. When the next day come, early in the morning, I know that man GMS Levi, he's doing a lesson 6 in the morning, my time. Teaching constantly, just being honest. Not for, I'm looking at everybody. From me over here, I'm not window shopping everywhere else. But over here, these men teach constantly. And I can't just only speak about myself. Who the hell am I? I'm only one man. As a whole, the men that are sincere and great millstone, they teach daily and they upload videos daily. And I only speak on this more because where me and the brothers came from, where people were saying we were doing too many exhortations, too much teaching. A lot of y'all don't know what the hell is going on in this world. Even with a woman being a weak vessel, she can't even obtain half the knowledge that brothers is bringing out. They like, man, that lesson was fire. They can say certain points that stick out to them, but do they fully understand from the first precept to the last? Most cases, most women not gonna get it. Most cases, let alone with the etymology of words, brothers hopping here, and here. Yeah, it's not, you know. And women, you can't use the excuse because of children and doing this. I got brothers. I know brothers right now that's washing babies, changing babies, brushing hair, and still listening to a lesson and getting the whole understanding. So we can't say we're distracted, but that just shows for y'all women, y'all roles were meant to nourish and comfort the babies. This ministry is not based for you. You're supposed to master how to be a woman. But if you do got the time to learn the doctrine, that's even beautiful. So you could build in faith. That's even amazing. That's super amazing. Especially you single women that's always watching the men of the Lord. You got nothing but to do to watch videos. And you should be molded off of what you hearing. But most women that's just hearing and single, you can tell if they really applying the word. They might apply some, but not the whole volume. And most women say, I don't got a head. I'm just saying, if the men of the Lord are eager to serve the Lord by teaching, through the same spirit, you got to think, I can't teach without calling on the name of the Lord before I teach. So I believe the brothers that are sincere, they're calling the name of the Lord. They're eager. You women got to be eager to want to play your role. Now, yes, this is speaking about the prophets, but I'm going to put a double on it. While the men of the Lord is being eager to teach the word of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, you women have to be eager to play your role. I'm going to continue with the lesson. This is this point that this sister said the other day in this video. No, the brother. He said, when I'm wrong, my wife don't do that bickering and that, because she's a real submissive woman. She just be quiet because she always looked like she a woman. She shouldn't be arguing with a man. So what she would do is she'll just be chill and relax, because she know her man. She be like, eventually you gonna know that you were, like, when you are wrong, I don't have to say nothing. Eventually you'll know that you was wrong. And she'll still play a role. Hey babe, da-da-da, and do all of that. Most women ain't gonna do that. She really say she be quiet. I'm not doing no bickering. I'm not doing no argument, because I know that the man that I got, he'll know what he did wrong and he'll fix it. However she got molded, she was eagerly ready to be a woman and to be a real woman. Okay? Man, open eyes, man. So because blood would be required at their hands if they stay silent. So feeding the sheep with knowledge. Jeremiah 3:15, I will give you pastors according to my heart. just like David, according to Yahweh's mind. Why would the men of the Lord teach all the time? Because they move according to them to the heart of the Lord, the mind of the Lord. Why are you feeding the sheep? The Lord is showing you he's about to get ready to fuck all this shit up. You see brothers teaching, I'm nobody. But just because this video is up, the Lord is really having mercy on every last one of us. None of us can say, I didn't know. That's on you. To want to get the truth, you got to seek for it. You got to want it. You got to desire. You got to eagerly want it with determination. Okay? That's why the men of the Lord, you should be teaching with determination. I will give you passages according to my heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. So the prophets eagerly teach because the elect must wake up. Faith must grow. Because when Yahweh shall return, is he going to find faith on the earth? Souls must be sealed. This feeding is spiritual nourishment, not worldly motivation. And I'm always speaking about motivation, but I'm always speaking about spiritual thing. But motivation, look how much money I got. Oh, look at all these fancy cars I got. Most of the time, all of this shit is vanity, meaningless. Like me, getting a car, meaningless. But yeah, it might be something that I might desire out of all the other stuff on this side. Oh yeah, I got this. Okay, yay. Then a month later, 2 months later, all these cars gonna be taken. We ain't gonna need, shit about to get so real. Okay? So sheep hear the voice of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. When you look at St. John, the 10th chapter, verse 27, my sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. The voice of the Lord is the prophets, and the prophets is bringing forth the doctrine of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. So they're hearing the prophets, and they're hearing them bring forth the doctrine. Not everyone listens, but the prophets understand something important. They are not sent for everybody. Just because I see Jake, no, it makes it more precious, because now when I go out, I'm out here looking for a standard. And if I'm not seeing them, because we're looking with bodily eyes, how I'm going to know that that can be a man of the Lord? No, he has to come and stand and just hear, sit down and hear, maybe ask a question. Maybe that might be a sheep. But usually, because I don't want to lie, because some people can be walking past and eventually they come across these videos and then they actually go and listen. Okay? But just saying in the spirit, most people that want to learn, trying to learn, or seeking, or have some type of connection, they're going to be drawn on your YouTube video. They're going to, when they walk in, they might stop. They might pull up, or they might do like, some people did our camp. Inboxes and be like, yo, where y'all going to be at? And then they pull up. Right? When that voice come out, when that doctrine come out, that truth, you like, oh, this is it, man. I've been waiting for this. It's better than what they say, that fresh, when you wake up, the best part of waking up is coffee in your cup. I'm probably saying it wrong. So again, they are not sent for everybody. They are sent for the sheep. The true sheep are the elect. That is why they teach tirelessly, knowing the elect will recognize the voice of the truth. Now, how is it? Mostly every week when I'm off on the last day, I stay up the whole night, and I'm not as tired as I am during the regular days that I am going to work. But this be the time where I can be free. I can kick my feet and I can go harder with a lesson. I can go harder with working out. I can see everybody in my household smile. But truly, it just be Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, because mostly in this time, as soon as I get off, I'm able to produce lessons more freely. Even though I'm already doing it throughout, the week, it's just more freely where you don't have to hurry up and get up. You ain't got to hurry up and go lay down. It feels good to know you want to serve the Lord. Why? Because every word you teach is not going to go void, because every lesson was only planted in you for the elect, regardless if you see them or if you don't. You hear from them or you don't. People can be on YouTube watching you and not saying nothing on the comment section. People can do this. Look, I know y'all might not see me, I'm about to just show you this trick. Oh yeah, see this phone a little different. Yeah, this phone a little different, so I can't really, it won't let me play it. But if I was on my other phone, I could just go, one of these videos would just play without me even just clicking it. So it could be some people that would be watching your video without even clicking it. And that could be the elect. It's not about me counting how many souls I brought to the Lord. First, you are the planter, and you pour the water. You are a gardener. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is the one that increases them. So when you look at that, it's like all my job is to plant and feed, plant and feed. So I got to tell my human self, what is you doing, Gabar? Your job is easy and set. You just feed, right? You just feed the sheep and you water the sheep. And you just continue to feed and water the sheep. It doesn't matter if it's a day, a week, a year, a month, however the Lord do it, he's going to make them grow if they seem fit. I don't have to have this stress if you get it or not. Because when I get to see through the spirit that you're not getting it, it becomes another lesson. Jake, you some hard-headed, stiff-necked Negroes. It's amazing. Our job is easy. So that is why they teach tirelessly. Okay? Because this is a mission. So why the prophets are eager? The prophets are eager because they know judgment is near. Salvation is limited to the elect. Time is short. A lot of y'all don't understand. It's actually too short. Like the rapper, it's too short. A lot of y'all think y'all got a fucking marathon. You know what? The Lord might come, like, if 20 years from now, I'll be like 54. Even though, like Yahawah said, well, what happened to One West in 2000, you got to have the mindset. Don't get tired out if the Lord don't come next year, next week, next month, or in 2 years. So sometimes you got to have it in your mind, hey, he might come in 5 years. He might come in 20, but he is coming here soon. But the way it's looking, he might be here next year. You got to always have that fire, but you have to have the spiritual mind. Get ready for his coming. When we go to a wedding, we're waiting for the bride to come. Yahawashi is the bridegroom. He's waiting for the bride to get ready. We're getting ready now. That's why if the men of the Lord are being eager, what the hell is you doing? You're supposed to be eagerly listening, because that's part of getting ready. Revelations 19:7. Let us be glad and rejoice and give honor to him, for the marriage of the Lamb is come, and his wife have made herself ready. How is that wife getting ready? She's getting ready before he comes. Because I never been, I just seen it. Before the husband see the husband can't see the wife. The wife is getting ready. She getting all glammed up. They not intimate at all. But with Yahawashi, we're intimate spiritually. So when he comes and get us, that's going to be that physical intimacy, him changing you, putting a crown on your head. Ooh, that's the physical intimacy, him changing you and putting a crown on your head. But right now, it's spiritual intimacy. You can't wait to get in the bedchamber. The bedchamber is the chariot. Like Noah and all the animals got in, he shut the door. When we get in that chariot, the Lord is going to shut the door behind us. And it's over, set, finished, finito. Oh, my cinta. Woo! It's amazing. Okay? So, judgment is near. Salvation is limited to the elect. Time is short. Israel needs awakening. Their urgency comes from obedience and fear of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. And let's just get this classic, that every congregation should be bringing this out. Romans 13:11, and that knowing the time that now is high time to wake up out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than we believe. And we're not speaking about literal sleep where your grandmother, your uncle snoring, or like me with your mouth open, snoring like a bear. No, he's speaking about that spiritual slumber, right? That spiritual slumber. I gotta go in a few seconds. I have to go. Let me see if they're gonna give me this cross-reference in the blue letter. Yeah, they did. I thought they was going. Wait, let me see if I can word this right. Slumber. Wait. Hold on, Salaki. I don't know why I did that. Slumber. Damn, where's the one? Oh yeah, I think this might be it. This is Romans 11:8. It says, according as it is written, the Most High have given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear unto this day. So when we tell to wake up out of sleep, it's only for the elect. How can the 2/3 wake out of sleep if he was predestined to be sleep? So the ones that got to get out of sleep have to be the elect. I was asleep, and now I'm in the truth. Okay? It's some elect teenager, woman or man. Slowly, he could be the last one. They could be the last 1,000. Y'all got to wake up. It's some of y'all. I know I'm a Hebrew Israelite, but you fully haven't stepped over. You are spiritual. You spiritually bisexual. Like, I'm not promoting my wives no more. You know, now if you see them outside, you see them or you see me outside, hey, there we go. But I kept seeing brothers in the faith promote their girls on the book. And brothers will debate, hey, sisters shouldn't be wearing pants. And then you promoting your wife with pants on, but you going hard. Like, then I hit even more. We say law. Like, and it's crazy. A lot of y'all go so hard on the law. But as soon as you promote something, you damn near hit your own damn self. Okay? But at the end, social media is to socialize. In the ancient world, nobody was taking a pic. And then everybody in the world is able to see your goods. You don't know what a man is thinking in his head looking at your woman, man. We gotta get the fuck up out of here, man. Just seen a video of women going on the expressway twerking. We gotta get the hell up out of here. You used to, those two women should be in the house getting incubated. And when I mean incubated, they should be getting their taco stuff and they should be pregnant. You out here twerking, got cheeks all out on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, evening, afternoon, and you just think shit is cool? Let the right man come. Let a crackhead come with the chocolate burnt fingers and he come touch you. Y'all women got a rule freaking awakening. Y'all not eager for Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, because if you was, you would be under a man of the Lord by hearing the word, or you would be a wife. And you brothers that's in this faith and you complain about 3 videos, this shit not for you. What the hell you complaining? In the Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is doing the heavy lifting. All you got to do is feed and water. Outside of that, you got to apply it to yourself. Apply it in your household. That's easy work. The Lord unaliving people, doing this, blowing people out of the truth. That's heavy work. You can't remove nobody out the truth. You could kick somebody out of a damn camp, but you can't remove nobody out of the truth. You can't bring nobody in the truth. Oh, this is my cousin. After that camp, that nigga ain't coming back. You can't bring nobody in the truth. They got to be called and selected by the divine power. Are you truly eager for this, man? So the prophets labor to feed Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi's sheep so that the weak become strong, the lost return, and the elect are prepared for deliverance. If we're going to get delivered, shouldn't you be prepared? Why would he tell you in verses? This is how you know the Lord is really tricking a lot of y'all. He's telling you, I'm going to come like a thief in the night. You think we just going to only say coming like a thief in the night? That's to tell you, if he's coming like a thief in the night, a lot of y'all, a lot of us will not catch it. The play's going to come like a thief in the night. Yahawashi going to come like a thief in the night. Why? Because he's going to catch a lot of you niggas off guard. Why would he put it in the verse? You think everybody is going to be like, oh, here go Yahawashi? No, it's going to be just like the time of Noah. When that flood came, it was like a thief in the night. When, who was it? When the Persians came and overtook Babylon, like a thief in the night. Belshazzar drinking the wine, drinking strong liquor in the golden cups, and out of nowhere did not even know Persia, they coming over here and taking this shit. Like a thief in the night. He wasn't ready. like a thief in the night. Him telling you that, it's no excuses for us not to be ready. Let it Jake say, hey, look, anybody down this street between 7 to no, let's say 8:30 to 1 a.m. If I don't see lights in your living room, I'm coming in there. This man, we live on this street, and he say that, oh, I'm about to be prepared. I don't know what with, but you telling me this, and you serious, and you disturbing, and everybody always stealing and breaking in people's houses, oh, I'm gonna be prepared. Why you think dad got a gun just in case he's being prepared? Yahawah is about to come. You should be prepared. Okay? Hey, if you don't like cursing, you could just slide to the left like Beyonce. I'm not keeping you here. So those who hear should not take this feeding lightly, because spiritual food is mercy. Sidebar. Person is worried about a curse word. You saying hypocrisy? Hypocrisy goes with being a hypocrite. Cussing don't make me a hypocrite. To be a hypocrite is you tell somebody to do something and don't do. This lesson is not about, hey, Jake, don't cuss, and then I'm cussing. You don't make no sense. Hypocrisy goes with being a hypocrite. So what happened? Carnal worldly. Cussing is not carnal worldly. Yahawah called a woman a dog. And if we was to translate that, because I can go to the book of Sirach, in the Apocrypha, they called a shameless woman a bitch. That's in the Bible. That's in the Bible. He called people brutish, sottish. What does that mean? That's not a kind word. He called Pharisees vipers. That was an insult back in the day, just like calling Israelites Christians. Saying ass, bitch. Ass is another term for donkey. And when you say the word curse, you're saying curse. If you want to say foul language, real foul language is other philosophies when we go into the scriptures. Cussing is not a sin. Let's not even say cursing. Let's just say a swear word is not a sin. Thou shalt not swear. That's nowhere in the Torah. That's nowhere in the gospel. That's nowhere in the Apocrypha. And what you saying is not biblical. You don't got not one verse. And I'm going to just end it with this one, which was amazing. This is why we eagerly teach, man. This whole time we going into the prophets eagerly want to teach, and you talking about a cussing. This is how you know you're here for the wrong reason. You here for the wrong reason, right? So this is 1 Thessalonians 5:21. It says, prove all things and hold fast to which is good, right? Anybody that's speaking about what the words say, you're supposed to bring book, chapter, verse, and give the right sense to it. If you ain't giving the right sense, nobody can say somebody is wrong. If you got the wrong sense, you got to say that you're wrong. Okay? So at the end of the day, anything that anybody say, you have to go into the Bible. So this whole lesson was about the prophets being eager, and then talking about how some men are not eager, or how women are not eager to play their role. Yahawah is eventually about to come, and we seeing Negroes do nigga things. You have to speak on the difference between somebody in the world and somebody in the world and somebody in the truth. You know, he's calling Israelite heathen Gentiles, he calling them heathens or calling them dogs. That's not a yay. That was an insult. But you don't see nobody complaining in the scriptures. They'll just be like, yo, what did you just call me? America made a lot of men feminine over freaking words. I'm gonna just say this last thing, Jody. If this is a girl, this is why you really should be quiet. The person said, it's not the word of God. The worst 7 words to hear. Depart from me, I never knew you. First, that was really speaking about a prophet, right? And let's just get it, since you don't like bringing out precepts. So let's just get it. A true disciple, which is a learner and a pupil, Verse 21, it says, not everyone that saith unto me, Yahawashi, Yahawashi, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of the Father which is in heaven. The will of the Father is not talking about cussing. The will of the Father is you having obedience, obeying his will, having faith, showing action, bringing forth humility, right? Sacrifices, right? Which accumulate you rehearsing the acts by reading and applying the law, statutes, and commandments, and growing in faith by hearing the word. And if you are a man of the Lord, part of that will is to feed the sheep. Part of that will is to be an example of the believer. To be an example of the believer is not talking about if you cuss or do this and do that. It's how you live. Because what did he say? And what did Paul say in Romans 2, verse 28 to 29? A Jew is not a Jew outwardly. It's one inwardly, right? A cussing, that's a word that came within me. A lot of people try to be an Israelite outwardly by their appearance or how they look or their stature. But inwardly, it shows that you're an Israelite. Okay, you could be a prophet and be eager. You always occupied in prophecy, which goes with Sirach, the 39th chapter, right? You always praying, right? You might be afflicting yourself. You always there for your brother. And you slip the tongue and all those things. Why the Lord didn't make you a bug out? Why you didn't come out with a new doctrine? Because even Yahawashi was an all-stern man. Okay? But what else did it say? It said, many will say to me in that day, Yahawashi, Yahawashi, have we not prophesied in thy name? I just prophesied. Where's this verse about to say anything about cussing? Because even in that time, they were rude in speech, certain words that they delivered. And we have not prophesied in thy name, and then thy name have cast out devils, and then thy name done many wonderful works. So they was thinking all the works they have done, they prophesied in his name, they cast out spirits, and they done wondrous works in his name. And then I will profess unto them, I never knew you, depart from me, ye that work iniquity, right? In the NLT, it says, but I will reply, I never knew you, get away from me, you who break God's laws. When we go back into the Torah or throughout the whole Bible, there is no law, thou shalt not swear. You can't say curse, because curse go back with Deuteronomy 28th chapter, which curses was an affliction on the Israelites that was going to be a memorial from generation to generations to know who the children of Israel was. So you will probably say a foul word or a swear word. But in scripture, it is not a law that you can't say a swear word. But then in most cases, if it do offend somebody, hey, it is sometimes where I can slow down. But if I don't, it just be the spirit on fire. But truly, YouTube is a click-based app. You can click on and you can click off. And at the end of the day, even if I don't cuss, I bet you for every dollar you might have, you probably are not praying in the name of the true name of the Father and the Son, and you worried about cussing, and you might not be teaching the name of the Father and the Son. So our very best is Doug. There is none righteous, no, not one. If you are hoping you are righteous by your actions, you'll be tragically disappointed. Well, I want to give all praises, glory to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Double honors to the elder apostles and the elders of great millstone who rule well and teach well through the spirit, and the mighty shalom to the hopeful elect. Lord willing, those that are scattered four corners of the earth, teaching his word and believing his word, that you continue in sound doctrine, and shalom to the Aquaf, the sister of his faith and his truth. Lord willing, that you continue to pursue your lot, being a loving and silent and virtuous wife. And Lord willing, this edifying to the point, the whole point of, the prophets being eager to teach. And this point of that person right there, you seen the difference. Somebody was just speaking, and you seen me bring out scriptures and quote them, and give the sense. But hey, all praise to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. This is why we do this. We do it to edify the sheep. We do it to correct the sheep, and we do it to correct Jake in general. Jake that's in the world. And then sometimes you could tell that they don't get it. They're just a punching bag. They become a lesson, and then you just ignore them. Just like I did. I just removed them. But I had that little entertainment because it is sheep in here that would be like, yeah, that brother is cussing. And me just saying, go somewhere in the law where it says don't swear, because it wouldn't say curse, because that same word for curse would line up with Deuteronomy the 20th chapter, or when the Lord said, bless them that bless you and curse them that curse you. That's not speaking about the word cursing. That's an English term. Okay? So, Lord willing, you was edified to every point, and Lord willing, you get to see the other lessons that I upload. And with that, I'm going to say shalom, ababa.